Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the gods hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil lay inside your box now while the angels fly over my headstone.
Yeah, baby, we are back with another episode of the Gods Hour podcast with your boy Big Serbs in this bitch. Episode 22, Deuce-Deuce, 22 for my English-speaking fans. And that's something I wanted to touch on right off the bat. Proper Spanish. I don't know where the fuck people have this idea that Spanish is proper or that there's some sort of like, I don't know, proper way you could speak Spanish, because let's face it, there's like almost 20 Spanish speaking countries, and if you go to every one of them, they're not gonna be speaking the same way. No, everybody speaks the language differently. So I don't know what the fucking proper way is, because that's a real subjective term. There's no proper way to wipe your ass. There's no proper way to fucking get your dick sucked. There's no proper way you could shoot somebody in the face. Like, that's just really fucking unbelievable to me, bruh. Because when you go to like England or whatever, and they're like, cheerio, mate, and all this other shit about biscuits and tea, they're not speaking no proper way, in my opinion. But when one of them motherfuckers go over here and we're talking about, yeah, B, what up, yo, they're like, these buffoons are talking weird. They're talking in proper English. So fuck proper Spanish, because like, you see this shit with like novelas, or like when somebody tries to like belittle somebody else, like, oh, they're not speaking proper Spanish. Like, it's just like, no, you just don't appreciate the lingo. Like, you have no understanding. Like, you have just a distaste for how somebody speaks their language. Because when I'm with my Mexican partners over here, I'm talking, hey, wey, que lo que, wey. I'm talking, you know what I mean? Arma, que pasó, you know? And it's just kind of like, if you didn't know me and you didn't understand where I come from, of course you'd be like, well, what the fuck? Like, why is this dude, like, oh, this dude just grew up in LA or like San Diego or whatever the fuck, right? But if I'm speaking in a well-mannered, like, way of speaking Spanish, then some people will get it, oh, like he speaks proper Spanish, which is lame, bro. It's not. Proper Spanish is just a subjective term that I guess upper class or even middle class Spanish speakers try to belittle, either like impoverished or like just community recognize people, like just people who are from the tierra is what it is. People from the actual soils, the communities that people speak the language from. Because if you listen to my family, some of my family members speak Spanish, you would be like, what are they saying? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's its own thing is what I'm saying. Like everybody has their own lingo. If you're in the north, like in the north part of Mexico, it's it's kind of like it's not a huge difference, but in the south part of Mexico, they have their own way of speaking, especially places like Sinaloa or what's down there. I'm not very like maybe Cancun, but like the tourist places, let's say Tijuana, Guadalajara, well, Cancun, or like where does everybody, like just the tourist places everybody goes to, like from around the world. It's kind of a melting pot, but believe me, when you go to like Hermosillo, Sonora, like in the mountains, like where my cousins are from, or you just go to the hood somewhere or the rancho, they speak differently, bruh. So I don't want to kind of like drag this out, but it's just something that's been on my mind because now we have a better Mexican representation in the shows, in the media. You know, I seen that Encanto movie, and I wouldn't say it's racist at all. I would just say it's very stereotypical. Like, there's a few buff bitches that could be made, like a buff bitch that could be a maid. You know, they're all like brujos. They all have like some sort of powers and shit like that, which it's kind of funny because like brujeria was like a very looked down upon thing up until recently. Like people would associate brujos and brujas with the devil or Satanism or just bad shit. Like you're a devil worshiper or something, which is totally not the case. But now that we have this Encanto movie, it was kind of cool talking about it kind of like touched on like everybody has like their own powers and shit like that. But the main my dog wants to come in, ladies and gentlemen. Presley, say hello, buddy. You heard us talking about Mexicans and then you came in, buddy. Come here, my little baby. Come here, over here. Say hi to the podcast, buddy. I'm gonna bring him up here. Come here. Watch your head. I don't want you to hit your head. Your beautiful little head. Buddy, say hello. Say hello to the podcast. Say something. You love him? You love the fans? So we're talking about Encanto, buddy. How do you feel about the movie, buddy? Did you like it when you saw it with your grandma and your grandpa? You did? You like it? You liked it a lot? My little baby? My little boy. Alright, let's go into bed. So, yeah, like, that's just all I'm saying. It's funny how the world is just changing. People are being more educated on our culture, on our people, on our ethnic roots. And I think it's really cool, man, because we all, like, I don't want to say we're all connected in some sort of way, but we kind of are. Like, just going back in a my roots, I'm seeing, like, there's a lot of, like maybe mestizo or, like, African origins that come directly from my family. So, when I take things from black culture, like the word nigga, or maybe just certain, you know, lingo, fucking like fashion and just certain aesthetics. You know, my own family has even said, oh, like, you think you're black? And it's like, I don't think I'm black. Like, I know I'm black. Like, on some level, like, there's no way I could be getting down like this without me having some sort of hidden or maybe buried identity that I don't know about. I do want to have like an ancestry test or whatever to see exactly where we come from. But I just know, bro, like I know like all my saints, like I just know they're watching over me. And I know a few atheists that I don't know what the fuck they believe in. Like, I don't even know. Like, I pray they really have some common sense, because it's like, I guess if you don't have nothing to believe in when you die, it's just easier to believe that you'll just die and that's it. But I really feel sorry for them, bro. Like, because there's no hope for y'all. Like, I mean, like, you people, people who believe in that don't have any belief in anything, so they just walk around treating people like shit, or they walk around doing whatever they think could do whatever they want. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, the reason why they're atheists is because they don't believe that there's a God, so that makes it okay. That just makes it okay in their mind, which it's like, to me, in my opinion, it's lame. But whatever. If there's a lot of there's a lot of shit that I think is lame, and it's like, oh well, who gives a fuck, right? So just back to the whole proper Spanish, the Encanto thing. I think as people, we need to respect each other more, especially our Latino brothers and sisters, those of us who come from, let's break down the word Spanish and Latino. Latino means you came from a Greek or a Roman heritage. Not Spanish. Hispanic, the word Hispanic means that you came from a Spaniard, like Rodriguez, Martinez, Jimenez, like all those last names came from a Spaniard. So we need to identify ourselves, and we need to get the white man rhetoric out of this, because I always see when I go to jobs, or when I was in like school, or when I would apply for jobs, it would always be like Hispanic or Latino. And as a Mexican American whose grandfather fought in World War II, whose other grandfather served in, I have no identity with either Latino or Hispanic, because that's not what I am. I'm Mexican. You don't tell, like when they say, like, when they want to group in Samoans and Tongans or whatever, like Pacific Islanders or whatever, it's like, yeah, but no, bro. Like, y'all try to group us in in one group. It's like when they say, like, Caucasian or white, or have I seen black? I think it's just black. Like, I've seen, like, white or Caucasian, or, like, black or African American, and that's lame, bro. Like, we all have a specific identity, so I just feel like we need to really educate ourselves and where we come from to better understand each other, because this whole thing, oh, you think you're black, or these bean eaters over here, or just because the way they talk doesn't make them equal to me, that's bullshit. That's the colonizer, that's the white man's rhetoric, and that's lame, bro. Like, I really feel like we need to improve on a certain, like, not even a whole bunch of shit, just we could just do this shit one step at a time. Let's just get this rhetoric out of the schools, and we could just go from there, bro, because it starts with the seeds. We can never do nothing but influence the next generation of people to come after us. Example, Martin Luther King, Selma, the marches, the protests, and he was assassinated. But guess what? Those ideas went on to make the first African-American president in 2008. It took like 60 years. I mean, not 60 years, like 40 years or something. But bruh, it trickled down. Like, he wasn't murdered in vain. Like, he wasn't murdered in vain. He was murdered, but everything he stood for, all his actions, everything he did in his community lived on, bruh. And he didn't die in vain. He died, and we're still fighting for equality and shit like that. But bruh, it's not like if it went backwards. Like, if anything, there was a progression in his ideas and the whole civil rights movement. It might not be here today, like the same ideas, like the same sort of things might not be going on today, but there is a progressive. I wouldn't count like Black Lives Matter because like that was funded by the white man. So, but I do feel like people have took it into their own hands to revolutionize the world in their own way. Excuse me for 1 second. Presley. Mister, you better stop licking yourself. I will stop this podcast. I will go over there and I will choke slam your ass from hell through the mattress, down to the floor, give you snuggles, kisses, and cuddles until you need to stop licking yourself. I will stop this podcast and I will give you that ointment, mister. Stop interrupting the podcast. I've been watching the Book of Boba Fett. It's pretty cool. It's pretty tight. Knowing that Boba Fett, he went from being like Jabba the Hutt's personal like sicario or hitman to actually being Jabba the Hutt. Like he runs like his own shit. But I've only seen like the first episode, I think. And it's really good. Like I really like where they took it from The Mandalorian. Because The Mandalorian is super different from the Book of Boba Fett. Like I love Boba Fett. You know, I love the Boba Fett. He came from the guy who played Jango Fett in the Clone Wars. Played in Star Wars The Clone Wars back in like, if that was that like 2003 or I think it was like 2002 or 3, bro. Like already 20 years ago. That dude is playing Boba Fett. So, and that's such a fucking stupid name, like Boba Fett, like the shit they put in the chai teas or whatever. But whatever. I think that's dope that he got his own story, and it's still like the Star Wars universe shit. Like if you don't rock with Star Wars, I get it, but this wouldn't be the show for you. I just feel like The Mandalorian was really good, and the Book of Boba Fett has like super, like they need to do like, you know. Man, I need some water. I'm getting it's fucking been windy over here, so like my allergies have been fucking my nasal cavities up and shit. But the Book of Boba Fett, I really look forward to watching it. They straight up stole the God's Hour idea of dropping episodes every week. Like what? So Disney, y'all need to cut a check. You know, the God's Hour, we dropping episodes every Friday. Y'all want to drop episodes of the Book of Boba Fett every Wednesday. I mean, I could be just assuming some things, but Disney, I think y'all want your boy Big Serbs on the Boba Fett. I mean, hey, my price isn't low, but I'm sure we can accommodate something for my stellar performance that I know I'll give for a first-time actor on the set of the Book of Boba Fett. Come on now. The Boba Fett, like the whole Book of Boba Fett is like really interesting because if you watch The Mandalorian, that's where it kind of spins off of. So if you don't watch The Mandalorian, you'll kind of be like, you kind of won't really, it doesn't give you the best context if you just watch the Book of Boba Fett. You got to watch The Mandalorian. But as far as The Mandalorian goes, I watched the second season. Dope, bruh. Way better than Loki. I don't know what I gave it last episode. Maybe like a 6 or a 7. I'll give that shit like a solid 8, bruh. The Mandalorian. The whole thing, too. Not like just... The second season by itself was way better than the first in a lot of ways. But that's because they already had like all that ground they covered. Like the first season was boring just because they had to cover all kinds of plots, storylines, characters before they could get into the meat of and the potatoes of what the second season would be about. So I really want the third season to come out ASAP. I didn't know that the second season had already come out in 2020, bro. Like, that's already like, whoa. Like, that's already like a year and a half, bro. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Y'all need to hurry up and get this show on the road, yo. Come on, Disney Plus. Come on now, baby. 22 was a very auspicious day. You know, some astrology experts said that, you know, it was the end of the world or whatever the fuck, and that, you know, it was the end of the world for bullshit and the start of prosperity and the new world order and all that good shit. But when I turned 22, where was I? Yes. I was on my grandmother's broken couch. I didn't even have a room. I was living on my grandma's couch in her living room. You know, no job. I was still drinking, still smoking weed. I was just playing video games all day. I had just finished school. And I for sure wasn't gonna go do the winter session or I wasn't going to school after that. Once I completed that, because, you know, I felt like the whole school shit wasn't giving me anything that I needed to go out in the real world and really do anything with. Besides music, like, I had a few music classes, but I always sprinkled, like I would always do music and, like, English or math or something along that line. Like, I was always, like, I don't know if I'm ever going to complete, like, I want to complete my associate's degree at some point, but not now. Like, I just have so many things going on with the music, with the podcast, with Game of Serbs, and just, you know, I don't even have time to do school, bro. Like, I don't want to do school. I feel like it's lame. You know, they go into class one day a week and Zoom in it the rest of the week, and that's just lame. I can't learn like that. Bro. I don't give a fuck how good of a teacher you is, bro. Like, when I'm looking at you through a computer screen, I feel like I could just, like, dick around on my phone or play my Switch while you're trying to give a lecture. Now, I'm trying to fucking find that part of the lecture where I was playing my Switch on just so I could study this bullshit that I don't even want to fucking do, that fucking is not even going to help me, like, later on in life. So, when I turned 22... I was really kind of like, I was really on a distraught path, if I could identify it, like, as just, like, I was lost, bruh. Like, the shit with my cousin, you know, all the music I did with Chaba, it didn't work. You know, a lot of the shit I was doing wasn't working, bruh. So I was just really stuck in the middle of some shit that I couldn't even really find myself getting out of. I didn't think I was gonna get out of my grandma's house, bruh, and the bullshit with my uncle and my other uncle's bullshit, like, it really just left a very, very sour taste in my taste buds. It was really bad, bro. It was really not good. It was not. Yeah. I feel like just like those 9 months I spent at my grandma's house really took like 9 years off of my life or something, bro. Like, really, it was just, it's sad, bro, when your whole family is just narcissistic. They're just shitheads. They don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. It was really sad, bro. Like, it's just, there's no real way for me to describe it, because I'm just talking about them 9 months, like when I was 22, when I turned 22. it was really dark, and I was just getting high and drinking. I was getting high every day, but I wasn't drinking every day. Like, I would drink, but maybe like once or twice a week, or maybe even more. I don't even know. I can't say for certain what I was doing every day exactly. I just knew I didn't want to stay at my grandma's house anymore, bro. And that was just the bottom motherfucking line, bro. Straight up. And now I'm very proud of myself because I'm not doing half the shit I was doing then. I'm working now. I've got so many things I want to do. So many goals and aspirations that I want to pursue. And yeah, bro, it's just the bottom line. I just want to do my own thing. I'm just a lot better at managing my life and my problems, and just not letting people dictate my position in the world. And so now that I'm just in a better place, it's just so much better for me now, bro. Like, it's just I thank God, you know what I mean? I'm just very thankful that I'm just in a blessed position to be doing what I want to do. And that's the bottom motherfucking line of it. 22 caliber guns. Well, if you wanted a high-powered BB gun, that's basically what the 22 cal is. What was the 22 caliber even invented for, bro? Like, if I wanted to shoot somebody, but I didn't want to kill them, I definitely shoot them with that shit, bro, because a 22 caliber ain't really shit, bro. It's not really, like, nothing crazy. Me and my pops, he took me shooting, like, a few times. We went to Blythe up in the mountains. That was, like, the famous La Merca Superior cover. Me holding the Uzi. That was over there in Blythe. And I just feel like when I was a kid, it was a really good beginner's gun. Like, I feel like it's just, that's all it is. It's like a beginner's gun. When I was a kid, I really liked it. There was no kick to it. I could shoot that thing all day, and I wouldn't feel the tension or the, the recoil of the gun, really. It's just a really great gun to shoot shit with, right? Pokemon Legends Arceus, bro. I got it. I think I got it last Friday, but I haven't played it, bro. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't understand why I haven't played it. I just haven't had any time. Like, even after I get off this podcast, I'm not even going to have time to edit it. I'm probably going to have to edit it when I come back home, which I know I'm not going to want to do. And I really hope I record another episode, maybe like Monday or Tuesday, because this shit is hard, bro. This shit is not easy, bro. Like, to be honest with y'all, I thought I could do this, but it's like really like with all this extra shit. Like, I gotta come early. I had to come early this week for work. Earlier than when I usually clock in. So, you know, I fucking, you know, that took like 2 hours off of like whatever I wanted to do. Especially with walking Presley. I was walking him like damn near every day, and with these extra 2 hours they want to put on me at work, I'm fucking finding myself walking like 3.6 miles just at work. Fucking, like, the other day I had already did a 6 kilometer walk with Presley, and then I did a whole 6 kilometers at work. So that's 12 kilometers I did in one day, bro. That's fucking like, that's like 7.2 miles just in one day, B. Like, I can't be doing that, bro. Like, there's just so much shit I want to do. And if I'm fucking just dummy tired, I don't want to fucking, you know what I mean? I don't want to do shit. I just want to fucking lay down and just watch YouTube videos. Like, I literally don't even have energy to play any video games. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's been days since it's probably been like a week or more than a week since I played any of my game, like my video games. And I was like a video game nut, bro. Like, I fucking just play video games all day, every day since I was like 6, bruh. And I don't even fucking get to do that anymore, bruh. It's really fucking up me mente over here. But I will play Pokemon Legends Arceus for sure by the time I drop the next podcast. I really want to give y'all an in-depth preview or review, a quick review on just like kind of like the beginning of, or like whatever it is, if it's broken into chapters or whatever, because it's very different. You know, before Pokemon was based on like battling gyms and stuff. Now I hear it's just, you're just catching Pokemon. So I don't know what. Maybe I'll catch a few shinies or whatever, because I heard shinies are just out and about. So maybe I'll just do that. Who the fuck is calling at this fucking, at the God's hour, bro? Who's calling at this time of the God's hour, bro? Go fuck yourself. Fuck out of here, bro. Spotify loses $4 billion over misunderstanding with Neil Young. Neil Young took his music down. They lost $4 billion worth of streams. And I feel like everybody needs to just chill the fuck out. Everybody's just into this cancel culture. Everybody just feels like they're the big shit, that their position is greater than other people's opinions. And it's just lame, bro. It's just like Neil Young and all these cancel culture cocksmokers who are over here trying to cancel Joe Rogan over a discussion. Joe Rogan didn't go on his podcast. He didn't say, hey, yo, you know what? Fuck everybody. If you don't fuck with my opinion, then you're a lame ass Levi or whatever the fuck. No, Joe Rogan just does what he always does. He gives his opinion with doctors, verified artists, or people in the fields of studies. And he just talks with them. So this cocksmoker Neil Young, for him to take his music off of Spotify, I'm going to give him the DJ Khaled, congratulations, you played yourself. Because you're a fucking Nimrod, my nigga. And Spotify, fuck Spotify too. But, you know, just like morally on this whole shit, I feel like Neil Young could really go fuck himself. You know, I think Joe Rogan is awesome. I've been listening to Joe Rogan since like, 2016? I've been into Joe Rogan, his podcast, Joey Diaz. You know how I get down for years, bruh. So whenever I feel like someone tries to attack him or something like that, that's when I get angry. Because guess what? Now that I'm in the podcast game, that's my peer. That's the homie. That's my podcast brother right there. Or I'm going to say my podcast uncle, my podcast Steel right there. I'm like, I don't know if we break it down into generations. Let's just say I'm in the 3rd or 4th generation of podcasters. But literally, Joe Rogan is a podcast pioneer. Like one of the first podcasters to ever do this shit. Like literally, if we want to talk about, like, he might be one of the first 5 podcasters ever. So, fuck Spotify, Neil Young, and all these cocksmokers that want to go take down the good brother Joe Rogan. Train robbers are taking guns, but this shit's getting spooky out here. What I tell y'all, it was some inside information. Fucking, you don't know what's in these trains unless you fucking know what's in these trains. And these fucking dudes are over here tipping off robbers and the LAPD or whoever is getting these guns. But I didn't even know I didn't even know guns could come through trains. I thought they had to come through like, what is it? Like when you nail gun the crates, the wooden crate. I thought they had to go via wooden fucking bolted crates and shit like that. I didn't know that. Fucking when I looked at the Metro link or the fucking trains crossing the tracks, when I gotta wait 5 fucking minutes or 10 fucking minutes for this big ass train to roll by and shit, that, there could be ARs, grenades, and bazookas on this bitch. No, I didn't know that. So this is very interesting. We'll see where this shit leads, because I always like following stories that kind of like, They just keep going and going and going. But that's crazy, bro. Fucking train robbers and these guns, bro. We need to really do something about it, man. Cause I really don't want it to be like, oh, they found these guns and then out of nowhere some kids get shot or something like that. And it's like, oh, that's fucking convenient that these guns are being discovered, are being robbed from these fucking trains and kids are getting shot. Like, oh, fucking, that's a coincidence. California lawmakers propose that parents have to let schools know if they have guns. And it's like, why, bruh? I mean, the fucking guns that most of these fucking schools or places been shot at by these fucking crazy white opioid fucking addicted dickheads or whatever it is. They're like not even their parents, I think. And I mean, I don't know the whole shit of it, but I know for a fact out of all these shootings, only like 2 of them was like their parents' straps or whatever it is. Like, who cares, bro? Like, if this law passes, I got myself a Glock, bro. And if I have to tell the schools that I got a gun, guess what the message gonna be? I got a Glock 19 and whoever wanna get laid the fuck down is getting hit in the spleen, bitch. Fuck you mean? You wanna know I got a gun? I wanna know who else got a gun. How about that? Yeah. Because if I gotta tell you I got a gun, I'm compromising my safety and my position on some sort of level. So as long as I know who else got a fucking gun that's with my kid, I'ma feel a lot safer. Because ¿sabes qué? If I get notified that the school is getting shot up by one of these fucking dumbass kids that got their kid's gun, I'm bringing my gun, I'm taking my kid out, fucking taking Liam Neeson style. Boom, 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 bitch! West Side Gun ad-libs, motherfucker! What the fuck you think is going on? Like, I don't understand why, as parents, we got to fucking, and I'm not a parent, I'm just speaking for the parents out there. I'm just saying, that's fucking lame, bruh. You don't gotta tell them you got a machete, or you don't gotta tell them that fucking you got blue balls or something like that. You fucking, and believe me, I know some of y'all out there like, well, fucking Serbs, you gotta relax. Because some fucking people get their well, fucking shut the fuck up for a second, bro. Just fucking kind of understand where I'm coming from here. Alright. The fucking guns that get brought and shot the fucking schools up are ARs and like Tech 9s, Columbine, and these guns that you're not even supposed to have, bruh. I'm pretty sure most of the parents that, you know, work, they leave their gun at home. Their kids obviously know where their guns are. The ones that have been trained and shit like that know they know that they can't bring the gun. So that's a personal issue. The schools have no fucking jurisdiction over shit like that. Bro, and that's all it is to me, bro. You could argue with me about whatever, about safety. I know somebody's gonna be in the comments like, yo, fucking Serbs, you're fucking like bugging because, you know, if your kid brings your gun and shoots the school, and then it's like, yeah, bro, no shit. I'm gonna be fucking on trial for my kids' murders and whatever. Yeah, that's nice, but guess what? That's on me, bruh. That ain't on the school. That ain't on nobody else but me. So fuck y'all in my business. Suck a dick and have a nice day. Oh, this Cheslie Kryst committed suicide. She was Miss Universe 2019. And I just feel like I wasn't gonna even touch on this. Number one, because the fucking phone is ringing. Fuck them. And number two, I don't like talking about this because y'all already know my situation on suicide. I fucking hate. Why do we even have a house phone? Like, Like, why? Is there even a need to have house phones anymore? Like, what is the purpose anymore? If you wanna text me or call me, bro. Like, it's all good. Why the fuck do we need like a third party? You know what it is? Nobody had a mobile phone like in the 60s or whenever house phones came out. So literally the house phone was the only phone you had. So just fuck house phones real quick. But this whole thing with the suicide, man, it's really sad, bro. Regina King's son committed suicide not too long ago. And now we got Miss Universe 2019. She killed herself. I don't understand it. But I guess, wow, it just hit me that like I don't really like understand like the people I've lost to suicide. I don't understand it either. But there is something that we're doing wrong, and that we got to improve something about society, or just, it just goes to show, man, like even with like money and fame and shit like that, you still have people that will fucking kill themselves. It's just sad, bro. And my allergies are really like fucking me up right now. Rest in peace to Regina King's son and Cheslie Kryst. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm saying your name wrong. Rest in paradise, man. You're in a much better place. And we'll see you soon if we will. Man, I got a whole bunch of shit, man. I still got to cover. Fuck. There was a brawl at Golden Corral Steakhouse. I think that shit was funny over steak shortage. These people are fucking having a TLC match in the middle of Golden Corral over steak. And first of all, who goes to Golden Corral, bro? Like, Golden Corral, if there's not a McDonald's, if there's not a Starbucks, if there's not nothing in sight, and we're in the desert, that's when I'll be like, fuck it, man. Let's just go to Golden Corral, bro. Because I don't understand what's the big, the woo-wop about. I don't know what's the big whoop about it, bro. I really don't understand how people could eat at Golden Corral when there's shit like the Yard House or the Outback. Or if you want steak, how about you go to like BJ's or... And listen, if you want a steak, why don't you just go to the supermarket and buy a fucking T-bone or a porterhouse or something, bro? I don't understand how people could fight over fucking steak. Fuck Golden Corral too. Them motherfuckers is just fucking blasphemous as far as I'm concerned with their brawling and shit like that. Cause you ain't catching me at no Golden Corral, baby. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna fucking be at no fucking Golden Corral talking about, yeah, man, let me get a steak. No, it's not gonna happen. Dakota Johnson, the lady who played 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Bobby Boucher, she's over here gonna play Madame Webb in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, I feel like, I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. Like, I'm pretty sure she's trying to, like, get out of the pigeonhole of her being, like, the muse in a sex, in a chick flick porno, soft porn movie. You know, as a man, if you went and saw 50 Shades of Grey by yourself, you was probably jacking off with the fucking butter you had left over from the popcorn bucket. And I feel like if you took your lady to go see 50 Shades of Grey, I mean, you had to. I mean, it's the equivalent of having a gun in your head. Do this if I say so. Do this when I say so, or else. Because who gives a fuck about 50 Shades of Grey, bro? Like, if I wanted to watch porn, if I wanted to see a bitch get tied up with whips and chains and shit, I would have just went on Pornhub, bro. I would have went on blackbooty.com or some shit like that, but, bro. So, I don't know. Especially Madame Webb, too, because Madame Webb isn't the sexiest. You know, she's Spider-Man's mentor or master in a way. But nevertheless, I want to see it. I'm going to see it. I really dig the character Madame Webb. I hope she kills it. I hope she does it justice. Because I'm not even really digging this Spider-Man with is his name Tom Holland with Zendaya? I know I've covered this a whole bunch of times, so people are like, hey, you were just talking about it like 4 podcasts in a row. But, bruh, I mean, ain't nobody gonna kill Spider-Man like Tobey Maguire in my eyes. Andrew Garfield didn't even do it justice. I feel like they've really yet to nail the Spider-Man from the comics that we've all been wanting, because they just throw Spider-Man in there like if he's a B-class Marvel character, when really he was one of the original Avengers, wasn't he? Or wasn't he in the Avengers, like, period? So I don't understand it. But I really do hope to see Madame Webb and Dakota Johnson. Los Angeles County has a $53 million youth program that's going to cater to getting jobs for like people out of foster care, people with mental illness, substance abuse. Let me get the exact shit. It's intended to reach young adults who are low income, transitioning out of foster care, formerly incarcerated, or those within mental health or substance abuse care systems. Funding was included in Newsom, I guess that's Mayor Newsom's California comeback plan, which is like, I guess it's cool, but I mean, we really need to think of like plans that are going to help everybody else, not just a specific niche group. How about getting all youth a fucking plan, right? Let's just do shit in our community. Pick up the trash for a few fucking dollars. Walk old ladies across the street. Take fucking DDT these school shooters and shit like that. Fucking go on ride-alongs with the police. Get familiar with law enforcement, firefighters, paramedics. Why do we always have to cater to like a specific group of politics that only serves their political agendas? Why? Because we're in this fucking shitty ass world, fucking full of people that don't give a fuck about kids or real shit. They just want to serve their own purpose, right? Fucking right. Moving on, because I hate talking about politics. I'm sorry, y'all. I know some of y'all like, yo, this nigga's crazy. But, yo, it really does piss me off when it hits me. I'm just like, yo, like, this ain't even scripted. I hope all of y'all know that I just literally have a page of notes that I'm going. My dog is like, dude, you're fucking crazy. But like, yo, like all I have is notes, so we just reading them, bruh. 7, the first single off the Dog on Riverside Drive, Part 2, just dropped yesterday, bruh. Yes, bruh. The dog, he's coming, buddy. Buddy, the dog is back, buddy. He's back. And he's back with a vengeance. Baby. So, just real quick, I have, the whole thing is produced by DJ Adobe Premiere. Shout out to the homie from South Korea. That particular track was produced by me. I've had this track for a while now. I feel like it's a really good song. It's just kind of like me fucking going in, bro, on some Dog on Riverside Drive shit, bro. Like it's really some shit, bro. I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all enjoy it. Maybe I'll play it at the end of the podcast or something. I don't know. But I want all my listeners, if you're listening, listen to 7 right after this podcast episode. Go listen to 7. It's the first single off the Dog on Riverside Drive 2. I sampled it from a movie score, a very well-known composer, really dope. I probably made like 7 or 8 beats out of just like that one album by itself, and this happened to be one of them. And ironically, that was when I was working at Frito-Lay, and it's about like chips and shit, and I don't work at Frito-Lay, and there's a chip shortage now, so that's like a double whammy bar on the Tom Morello guitar strings. Buddy, you good? You good? We're almost done, buddy. I promise. We're almost done. The Indian government is blocking a new law that criminalizes, it's blocking a new law criminalizing marital rape, which is some maniac shit, bro. Like, I can't believe there's some countries where they still be raping bitches, especially their own wives, bro. Like, if your girl just took care of all the kids and all that shit, your wife, she held it down, she cooked, she cleaned, she did A, B, and C, and like, you like just lift her dress up and just start banging her from the back and shit like that, and she's just like trying to get you off of her. Like, you're just a dog, you're a mutt. I hope you get shot in the face with fucking COVID that turns into malaria and creeps into your asshole and fucks you from the outside in, and you just die slow, bro, because that's bullshit. That's maniac shit, and y'all know how I feel about maniacs. They could all go to hell and burn slowly over rotisserie fire for all I fucking care. Lithium fields in South America is harming the soil and contaminates the air. The Tesla Model S3 uses, the Tesla Model S uses 12 kilograms of lithium. Elon Musk, you're talking all this good shit about politics, about fucking Dogecoin, but you're not saying shit about the lithium fields in South America, my nigga. You need to stand the fuck up and help these South Americans because of your industry about to put 60% of electric cars, by 60% of the market electric cars in 2030. Oh, and this dumb shit, Jeff Bezos is wanting to dismantle the 1927 Dutch bridge to let his $500 fucking million yacht pass. Money lets people do dumb shit, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The reason why I don't cover this, I don't cover this shit just so it's like, oh, we could just talk shit about it. Like, I'm talking about it because I want y'all to look at this shit, bruh. Fucking Elon Musk is fucking up South America and is just polluting the air with this bullshit, with this lithium battery, the Prius. Now that I'm driving a Prius and I'm reading this shit, I'm like, man, I want to go fucking get a Mustang now, bruh. But I mean, you either harm the fucking air with the fossil fuels and the gas, or you fucking hurt South America in the air with the fucking lithium fuels. There's no middle ground here, bruh. Like, it's just, like, how the fuck do we fix this bullshit? And Jeff Bezos, he's fucking trying to dismantle history, a historical bridge. He's gonna pay out of his pocket. He should pay even more, bruh. He should pay like at a 10% markup, because that's some bullshit. You want to dismantle historical? That's like if Elon Musk had a yacht and said, we're gonna take down the San Francisco bridge for my fucking $60 fucking million jet ski or whatever the fuck it is, right? Fuck politics. Fuck these billionaire cocksuckers that just have all the money to run the world the way they want it. Meanwhile, foster fucking kids gotta wait on a fucking bill that's getting passed from LA County and all this shit. Fuck these cocksuckers. And fuck everybody who's not down with it. This is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now, while the angels fly over my headstone.